Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. Well, this defense for the Bears very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Dickinson. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Tyler Scott now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago. On play action, Fields. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. The Bears at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a 2nd and 6. Now it's Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Off play action, Fields. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Bears are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play there for Detroit. And even 60 yards.
He's already got 1 touchdown this first half already. That very nearly was a second. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Scott on the return, out of the end zone. Hard running at the 15. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Will Mallory, 55 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On second down, here's Gibbs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Off play action. Dickinson. Now he steps away. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Big strides, look at him go. Inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Stapleton. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. This is a 2nd and 4. Ball at the 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead and run it anyway, because that...
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Dickinson. And this is going to be intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback.
There he goes, right side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The offense on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Flushed out right. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw. Dickinson steps away to his left. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Dickinson finds Gibbs on the check down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. To throw on 2nd down. Dickinson. Williams loses the football. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And they are going to get this one back, it looks like. So nearly like-for-like fumbles, but they hang on to this thing and keep it a turnover. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. At about the 32. Fields throw complete here to Kmet. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Another carry for Wilson. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Dickinson looking middle, and it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the return comes to a halt right at the 4. Yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Out of the gun, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. It's Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears continue to pull away here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
46 to Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields buying time to his left. His pass on target. Velus Jones with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Going deep this time for Miller. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Here's 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Throwing again is Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. Here's Fields. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Touchdown! Will Mallory with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly shoot.
Now the ball comes loose, and this is scooped up by the taking it right down Broadway. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole as they'll remain down by a bundle. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's a matter, really, of the rich getting richer. They built a big lead already. Now tack 2 more on following the safety. And they've got the football back as well. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Watch the run. 46. Hey, never mind. Monday. 46, boys. 46. 46 to Mike. Get your swarm on.
Hey, check Mike 46. Check Mike 46.
To throw is Fields. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And that hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case...
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 15. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. Second down and 6 now. Off the play fake. Dickinson, flush to his right. He's airing it out for Williams. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have got it on cruise control. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. On first down, Fields. Forced out to his left. Going up top for Miller. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Fields. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Wilson with a first down carry. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here is 3rd down and 4. They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. To throw on 3rd down. Dickinson throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.